Hi, so welcome to another video, and in this one I will show you how to assess visually and formally the normality of distribution using Gretl software. So first of all we shall open Gretl, and this is the thing, you can use your own data, you already know how to upload it, but today I would like to use some sample data already provided by Gretl. So there are several data sets you can use, and I am interested in monkey, roamer, and whale cross-country data. So here we have 121 of cross-sectional observations. Yes, I want to open this data file. Okay, so this is the thing. If you want to test normality of the variable, again, if you are going for less formal analysis, you can just assess the histogram visually, but sometimes this is not enough. So using Gretl, you can actually compute the frequency distribution histogram, and you can also compute the hypothetical normal distribution, which was designed based on the value of mean and standard deviation based on the formula we discussed in the previous video. So first of all, I want to check whether GDP per an adult person in 1960 is a normally distributed variable. So I have to choose the context menu, frequency distribution. So here, when it comes to the number of beans, I recommend you to choose 30. It's just a matter of representation. Like if you have more bars, it will be more accessible visually. And it's important to click test against normal distribution here, because thanks to this, Gretl will not only design the histogram for you, but it will also compute the hypothetical normal distribution and test whether the difference between empirical and normal distribution is big enough in order to conclude that data is not distributed normally. So here we are, and this is the result. Okay, so first of all, this black line represents the hypothetical normal distribution, and empirical data are displayed using those blue, gray, okay, whatever, bars. So first of all, even visually, you can see that data is not distributed normally. First of all, when it comes to the mean value here, the corresponding density should be the highest. In this case, it's not a case. Also, here you have results for the test of normality distribution. So this is something which might be quite unclear for you right now, but later on we will proceed to the idea of testing hypothesis and p-values. So what you have in square brackets here is the p-value of test of normality test. And zero hypothesis of this test states that data is distributed normally. So when this value in square brackets is smaller than 0.05, you can safely reject zero hypothesis about normal distribution in favor for the alternative hypothesis. So here we reject hypothesis that data is distributed normally in favor for the alternative hypothesis, which states that data is not distributed normally. So yeah, Gretl also computes some detailed statistics for you, but we are not actually interested in it right now. So let us check another variable. So maybe we should go for average GDP growth rate. Again, frequency distribution for number of beans, I choose 30, and I choose to test against normal distribution. And as you can see, in this case, when we do not assess the distribution of GDP per capita variable, but distribution of GDP growth variable expressed in percent, data is actually distributed normally. So we still can see, that data is not fully symmetric and so on and so forth. But the results of our test suggest that it's impossible to reject zero hypothesis about normality distribution. So based on this, we can conclude that GDP growth rate is indeed normally distributed random variable, while GDP per capita is not. Actually, normality is quite an essential assumption when it comes to numerous tests and statistical procedures. However, this is something we are going to discuss later. At this point, everything you need is that now you know how to assess normality of data distribution in Gretl. So that was it for this topic. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.